This is part 3 of our African flower octagon. Today we're going to be working on the border. We're going to start by joining a new colour using white into any long spike stitch. That's one of the spike stitches that goes into the second row of the flower. We'll start in here. Join with a slip stitch and chain 1. Don't forget to work over your ends. Now we're going to single crochet into the next 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next thing we're going to do is half double crochet into the next stitch, and then double crochet into the next stitch. Then we're going to do a treble crochet, which is sometimes called a triple crochet. We yarn over twice, skip 1 into the short spike stitch, that's our first treble, 2 trebles into the short spike stitch, then chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 more trebles into the same stitch. This creates our corner. Then we're going to skip 1 stitch and double crochet into the next. Half double crochet into the next stitch, and then single crochet all along here. There's 9 stitches we need to do, 9 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Half double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, skip 1 and treble into this short spike stitch. The corners are always worked the same, starting with the half double crochet, the double crochet, skip 1, 2 trebles into the short spike stitch, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 more trebles into the short spike stitch. 1, this is a repetitive motif, it's quite easy to do. 1, 2, we're skipping 1, double crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch, and that's 2 corners complete. You can see there how that's shaping up. Don't worry about that little yarn end there, that will get trimmed off later on. And again we're going to do 9 single crochets across here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Half double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, skip one stitch and into the short spike stitch, 2 trebles, 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 more trebles into the same stitch. You'll forgive my confusion of terminology. I'm an Australian. I learnt how to crochet using English terminology, UK terminology, and then switched to US terminology later on. So treble is triple. Okay, we've got another corner there, so we've got our 2 treble, 2 chain, 2 more trebles. I've skipped 1 stitch, double crochet, half double crochet, now 9 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, half double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, skip 1 and working again into our short spike stitch, treble crochet, a second treble crochet, two chain stitches and 2 more trebles. One, 2. We have all 4 corners done now. Skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch, and then you'll see we're back to where we started almost. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches left to go. We're going to single crochet into each of those 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into our chain 1, so right into that chain 1 space, slip stitch. For our last round, we start by chaining 2, 1, 2, half double crochet into the next stitch and all the way across until we reach our corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, all of the corners will work the same. We're going to work 2 half double crochets into the chain 2 space of our previous round. 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 more half double crochets as we turn the corner. 1, 2. Now we half double crochet all the way along. There should be 16 half double crochets on each side, excluding your corners. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now into our chain 2 space again of our corners, 2 half double crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochets, 1, 2. Back to the next side, 16 half double crochets across this edge, and we're just repeating this pattern all the way around. 16 half double crochets for each side, 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochets in each chain 2 space of our previous round. That gives us very nice square to work with later on if you'd like to make an Afghan or a bag. And there are a few other things that I have ideas for this particular motif, but I'll show you those when I get to them. Okay, back to my corner, 2 half double crochets, 1, 2, 2 chains, 2 half double crochets, 1, 2. Half double crochet into the next 16 stitches. This is probably the easiest part of this motif, is doing these borders. I would work a little slower for you, but I tried making this video yesterday, and even with me working at quite a normal or a slow pace, so it was easier for you guys to keep up with, I couldn't keep the video under 15 minutes for these 2 rounds. So, and YouTube won't let me upload a video that's longer than that. So please forgive my speed. And one of the great things about YouTube is you can pause and rewind if you need to. Back to our corner again, last one, 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochets into the chain 2 space of the previous round. And what we have left with here should be 7 stitches to work half double crochets into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to slip stitch into the top of our chain 2, our second chain of our chain 2 at the beginning. If I can get my hook through there, there we go, slip stitch, and just chain 1 to finish off. Trim your yarn, there we go, and pull that loop all the way through. Need to just have a little bit of a fiddle with it to keep it nice and straight, and there we have it. Happy crafting!